These dropshipping stores are making millions. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how they are doing it. What's poppin' people, it's your boy the beast of Ecom, and I am back with another video dropping nothing but you already know, value bombs. So today I'm going to be revealing to you 5 Shopify stores that are making millions. Some of these are 100% dropshipping. I'm going to be breaking down exactly what's making these stores successful so that you can implement these strategies for yourself in your own stores. Now before I do that, if you could do 2 things for me. Firstly, if you could drop a like on this video, it helps the channel out, I really appreciate it and will give the algorithm some love. And second of all, if you could drop a comment down below with any questions that you do have. I will be going through and answering as many as I possibly can. If this is the first time ever watching one of my videos, then make sure of course you subscribe to the channel with a notification bell on. I drop weekly videos showing you how you can make more money with your e-commerce dropshipping stores using Facebook ads, TikTok ads, and all of that good stuff. So let's jump straight into the video and I'm going to share with you 5 Shopify stores which are absolutely crushing it. Some of them are 100% dropshipping, and I'm going to look at their ads so you can see this is one of them I'm about to talk about. We'll look at that, also their website. I'll show you their websites, and also we'll have a look at some of their other creatives as well for every single store. So first and foremost, this first product and first store, you can see here that this ad is only a picture advert, and if you have a look at the actual engagement that they've had here, 78,000 likes on this thing, okay, 11,000 comments and 8.5 thousand shares. This is something which has brought in multiple thousands for this store and brand alone. Now one thing I will say is about picture ads is if you have a product which is self-explanatory like this here, it's worth testing out picture ads rather than video ads. The personal testing that I've done with some of the stores and some of the products that we're running, when you actually test out with a picture ad, you will most of the time, 98% of the time, see lower CPMs with picture ads than actual video ads. So it's definitely worth testing out for this. And of course, if you have a look down, people say they've brought it. It's absolutely beautiful. They love the product, etc. Okay. Now, if you have a look at the actual ad copy, nothing absolutely stellar here, but you can see here what they are capturing is setting the painting a picture in the person's mind of what it's going to be like when they actually get this product. So it says the enchanted lunar light will brighten up your evening and add a touch of everlasting serenity to your space. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit more about how you can improve your copy in the actual ABC system that I use at the end of this video or throughout this video, because you'll see a lot of the ads that are winning are using this exact same formula. So having a look at their website, the first thing I want to show you is this, which is a exit intent pop-up. So when I actually move the cursor out of the frame on desktop, this popped up. And essentially you can set these up. I personally use Klaviyo. OptimMonster is something that I used to use previously before, but we switched all stores to Klaviyo. And essentially the way they work and why they're so beneficial is because we can essentially what's called quote unquote save a sale. So someone who may have landed on this, didn't see the price and wanted to just exit out, we pop this up and say, hey, offer them some sort of incentive. And you can see here, this is 10% off. You can do free shipping, whatever it may be. And when they put in their email address, you want to then of course pop up and give them that code right away. And what we like to do personally is we like to pop up the code straight away on the next, soon as they put this in. And then also what will happen is they like to go into a welcome email flow as well. That's just how I personally like to do things as well. And they work really well, extremely well in terms of saving the sale, and you'll be surprised how many sales and purchases that you actually make when people enter into that welcome series flow. So looking at their website, you can actually see that it's not really extremely complicated. I'm not sure what theme they're using. I think it's possibly that it may be Beautify. Again, not 100% on that, but it's not extremely complicated. One thing I would add above the fold is, of course, I would add in the stars, because if we have a look down at the bottom, they actually have reviews here. So I would want to make sure that this is, 5 stars up here, and also potentially add in some sort of quote or review from a customer at the top of the fold as well. You can see here that they've got timers here. I wouldn't recommend using timers, other than Black Friday or Cyber Monday, which they were using. They've got pictures here, which are really great. And to be honest, the product probably doesn't look this amazing in person, if I'm being perfectly honest. But one thing that you can do to help improve your pictures, so like this, and also like this, and like this, is jump into Photoshop or Canva and just tweak the saturation or the contrast of the actual picture, and you'll be surprised how well it actually pops. One thing I will say about this as well is that they also have another incentive for people to buy, for those who are very conscious about the earth. You can see here that if someone buys a lamp, then obviously they plant a tree as well. And they have a money back guarantee, which is one thing that you always want to have on there as well. And possible, depending on if you're using a page builder or not, another great thing to have on is always having a frequently asked questions. You can see here they have those there. And not to mention, of course, the reviews. So if you have a look at their actual adverts, you can see here that the recent ones obviously are Cyber Monday and Black Friday, but they're using user-generated content here. Now, this is something that you can get with a friend or on Fiverr or Billo or those sorts of places, but they're really good to use for retargeting as well. And if you have a look at this one here, which isn't, of course, Black Friday or Cyber Monday focused, you can see here again, it's just user-generated content and an unboxing video, which you can send out to any influencer or family friend, or you could, if you don't mind being on camera, you could do it yourself. But they work extremely well when it comes to using Facebook ads, especially when you're retargeting as well. So onto the second Shopify store, which is absolutely crushing it, is this brand here, Brow Charm. And let me just play the video so you can understand what the product does. Essentially, there is a stencil, a bunch of different stencils with this powder, and they put the stencil on their eyebrow, they dot it on, and all of a sudden they've got on fleek eyebrows in a matter of seconds, okay? So it's a problem solving product. It helps women get their eyebrows looking amazing in a matter of seconds, okay? Which is very appealing, of course. Now you can see here when it was launched on the 23rd of September, you can see here we've got 6,500 likes, 600 comments and 1,300 shares on this. So we know that this is a winning creative for these guys. They're actually opting for a shorter ad copy here and straight to the point, save time and stress shaping eyebrows with this kit here, and then a simple call to action, get it here. Now again, like the first store, you can see that these guys also are doing the exit intent pop-ups. These guys are using Opt-in Monster. That's probably the free version because they've still got the logo here, but essentially they're doing the same thing like I've already mentioned. Now if we have a look at their actual website, you can see here that it's not extremely amazing. You know, it's nothing that anyone else couldn't really do, and you can see here that basically all they're doing is just opting for the first main points of what this product does. So essentially perfect eyebrows every time, right? And then save time, which is a massive feature of this actual product. I'm not a girl, I don't know how long it takes to do eyebrows, but I'm going to assume it takes a while, you know, or they have to go and first and foremost get them bladed or whatever it may be, okay? Then of course they've got some testimonials here as well, and then straight into the call to action at the bottom of the page. So if we have a look at their actual adverts here, you can see it's made up of a lot of Cyber Monday focused ad copy, but the actual ads itself is just pretty much user generated content. And if we have a look at them, you can get user generated content from places like Billo or from just contacting micro influencers, get your friend or families to do it yourself. But stuff like this works really, really well, extremely well with a product like this because it has that wow effect in terms of working really, really quickly. And also if you're doing it and you have a product like this, one thing you want to do is get the women or whatever product or your kind of, you know, main avatar who's using the product is to really express how great it is. So you can see most of these are going to say wow or absolutely amazing or oh my god, etc, etc. It's really going to help drill home how great the product actually is. So onto the third store, and you can see that this product here is a facial cleanser for women or men. It's something which of course saves money, because I think something like this, if you get it done professionally, it costs a lot of money, and of course solves a problem for people who have, you know, wrinkles or conscious about aging and, you know, spots, acne and all those kind of things. If we have a look here, you can see it's been running for a while, but it's got 12,000 likes, 5,000 comments and 2,400 shares. Now, one thing I want to focus on is actually this ad copy and give you some value on how you can actually improve your ad copies. Now, one thing I like to use is what's called the ABC system. And I'm going to explain exactly what that system is. So the ABC system stands for attention, benefits, and call to action. The first thing you need to do is capture someone's attention. So that first line of copy needs to do that in order to get the person to continue to keep on reading. Some of the ones that I like to use is posing a question or a statement, or even a testimonial works really well URL. Now the B stands for benefits, and this is just simply listing out what the benefits are, or the ownership benefits that the person is going to get when they actually purchase this product. C stands for call to action. So the final thing you want to do is, of course, give them a call to action to tell them what they need to do next to get that product. And this could just be as simple as click here or get this now. So you can see that these guys have done the exact same thing. The first thing is a testimonial. So this wand, etc., blah, 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 for an existing customer, which is quote unquote, probably their avatar who they are selling to. And then they've got all of the benefits here. And then after that, they've got the call to action, which is see for yourself, leading them to the link to the product page. Now, if you have a look at the product page, again, these guys are using exit intent pop-ups as well. So very important, make sure that you get those done. Now, if you have a look at the actual website, it's not that great. I'll be 100% honest. It's not something which is amazing. Now, one thing that kind of caught me off guard with this store is this video here. So this video is actually a branded video. So it's something which is probably wasn't cheap at all, because they actually had to get actors. It looks like it's professionally filmed. And this is actually for their brand. But their video, but their website itself is not professional at all. It's all over the place, especially on desktop, which kind of threw me a little bit. So if you are going to spend the money on something like this, then definitely make sure that your product page like this looks really good on desktop. But of course, this is probably converting really, really well for them. So if that is the case, sometimes you can argue, why try and fix something if it isn't broken? Now, having a look at their actual adverts, they do have quite a bit of adverts running. They've got 140 adverts running. And you can see here, again, it's just different videos, but with the same ad copy. And this is something that you guys can do, and something that we always do when it comes to testing out creatives. Most of the time, the actual ad copy itself won't move the needle as much as a new video with a different first 3 seconds or a different thumbnail. So once you have like an ad copy that you know that works, for example, this ad copy here, the testimonial one that I've just mentioned, all they're doing is then just pairing that with a different video or thumbnail to test out different creatives. Onto the fourth store, which is crushing it. And I like this brand. These guys are actually doing some great stuff. So you can see here, essentially, it's a head shaver. Now, I have no idea why someone with a crisp hairline like this dude here would go from this into completely shaving his hair off. But that's essentially what the ad is meant to do. It's meant to catch people off guard. Now, this product here, essentially, you can get on AliExpress. So this is something which is a fairly old product. It's not new, it's not revolutionary. But of course, these guys have taken it and turned it into a brand. Now, if you actually have a look at the engagement, this was launched fairly soon, on the fairly recent, on 11th of November, and you can see here 6,000 likes, 2,000 comments, 1.9 thousand shares. Now, if you have a look at their actual ad copy, again, they're using the ABC system. So you can see here, 6 reasons why you should ditch the drugstore blades and get a better shave with Freedom Grooming. And then, of course, they've got the actual benefits, which is get a razor smooth shave in 90 seconds, join over, blah, 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 etc., with some more benefits here. So this particular ad runs to a bridge page. So essentially, in that ad copy, they said 6 reasons why someone should use this product. And instead of having the actual product page and going into a standard product page, it's actually built on a page builder, such as Gem Pages or Shogun or Pagefly, and actually list out those benefits as well, which is really, really good, great idea to do. Now, if you actually go down and then click on, start trial, let's click on one of these products, so start shaving, then it will go into the product page where people can actually purchase the product or the kit essentially, and go from there. Now, using these pages is something that you can do. It's not recommended for every single product, especially if you're kind of like testing. If you want to rapidly test, it's not something which you should probably do just to randomly test. But once you've got stuff which is actively working, then you can use and start thinking about using bridge pages like this for your business. If you have a look at their ads, you can see they've got over 200 ads, or close to 200 ads running at this moment in time. And one thing that I've personally been doing, and I saw a lot of big beauty brands doing this, and Lumen Skin, which is the skincare for men, I believe, use this tactic as well. And essentially, it's having a banner at the top for your actual thumbnail. Sometimes you can have it throughout the actual video as well. So you can see here, this one says, every bald guy needs this shaver. Now, if you're scrolling down on Facebook and you see this standing out, every bald guy needs this shaver, 9 times out of 10, you're going to click it and find out what it is, because curiosity will get the best of you. you. So using this is something that I've personally been doing across our stores for creative wise as well, and just put in different ones. You can test this out. You know, if I scroll down here, you can see these blades don't dig into your skin. Just something which is going to capture someone's curiosity to make them click on the actual video. So time for the fifth and final store, which is crushing it. And this is Liaison, and I'll show you what the product does essentially, because I want to talk about this actual creative as well. So if we have a look at it, essentially it's a brow serum which helps women or men, let's not be, you know, sexist here, or men increase their eyelash or eyebrow growth essentially. And one thing great about this actual creative, right, is using the combination of still images with actual video as well. And this is the great thing when you actually start exploring other brands that are not in your niche. You can come up with ideas that you can actually test out for your brands. I personally tested this out previously before. Didn't work so well in the actual niche store that I was running, but it's not to say that I wouldn't test something like this again out with using user-generated content and then some text with some image on the opposite side as well. Now, if you have a look at the actual ad copy, you can see again, this follows essentially the ABC system. So A, for attention, first and foremost, it says lashes of your dreams in capitals without the hassle of having to apply false lashes. Having a look at these are more kind of like features rather than benefits, but this here is a benefit sentence. You can see here, naturally longer, thicker, fuller looking lashes as early as 2 weeks. And obviously the engagement is really great on this actual advert itself. Again, these guys are using pop-ups as well. So if you are not using pop-ups, I think the moral of this video is to make sure that you do have pop-ups on your store. Now, this product page is a fantastic example of a great landing page. I don't believe that these guys actually dropship. I think they actually have a brand and warehouse. You can see here straight off the off, guaranteed 3 to 5 day delivery. They actually have those reviews there like I've mentioned, and they've obviously got some benefits here of why people should buy. Now straight down they go into a GIF. I personally always like to have some sort of GIF on the product page because it's going to help explain what the product does in a matter of 2 seconds. Then of course they've got the results. If you are selling a product like this, people are going to be focused on what the results actually are. And then if you go down, you obviously have the how does it actually work, ingredients because they need to, instructions as well, of course a guarantee here, and then that's pretty much it. One thing I'll probably have on here as well, which probably they kind of cover, is FAQs, but nevertheless it's a fantastic example of a product page. Now looking inside of ads library, they have a lot of ads running, but surprisingly they are all pretty much picture adverts. And like I've mentioned earlier in the video, CPMs on picture adverts are extremely, I personally think that they're cheaper, and what I found across multiple accounts is that CPMs on a picture ad are 9 times out of 10 always going to be cheaper. So it's worth testing out picture adverts if you aren't already, and have a look at some of these other brands for inspiration on how you can structure some of your picture ads creatives. So hopefully you got some value from this video. If you did, please do drop a like on the video. It would help out the channel and give the algorithm some love. If you want to learn more from me personally, then make sure you check out my e-commerce Discord. The link for that will be down below. We do live Q&A coaching calls in there. We've got channels covering pretty much absolutely everything, and we've got winning products being posted inside of there on a daily basis. Hit me up on Instagram or Twitter and we can try and connect on there. But that is it for this video. Hopefully you got some value. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.